Hi everybody, welcome back to D's Happy Eats. Today I'm making something in memory of my uncle who just recently passed away. Because every time they go out to eat, he would get something with seafood. So what we have here is imitation crab meat. We have 40 ounces, 2.5 pounds. It is Alaskan pollock and king crab. That's what it's made out of. So it says imitation crab meat, but it's got some crab meat in there. So that's not a bad thing. And we have some shrimp. And in a previous video, I showed you guys how to make homemade Alfredo sauce. And that's what we have here. And I have linguine. It's going to be a baked seafood Alfredo dish. So I have me a glass pan here. And we're just going to put some linguine in. Actually, a little bit of your Alfredo in the bottom, just enough to coat it. Because one thing that I do know for a fact is pasta sticks to pans when you bake it. So it'd be a good idea to have something on there. Even if you were just put some butter down here, that would work. Kind of an afterthought on my part. But no, that's definitely something that you should do. Coat your pan with something. And put some macaronis in. We're going to have to do 2 layers of your linguine. Don't worry, I washed my hands very well before I started the video. Alright. So, it's a good layer. This is 2 pounds of linguine that I have here. This is 2 pounds of small shrimp, which we are now going to take some out and layer in here. You could mix this right in with the Alfredo, but I find this a little bit easier. I did make the Alfredo sauce a little bit thinner than I would normally, but all you do with that is you add a little extra heavy cream. But this way, it'll go on through. Just need a little bit of sauce on there. You're going to want to take your crab meat, kind of break it up a little. Crab meat's one of the easiest things to break up. So yep, seafood was my uncle's absolute go-to. He loved it. Pretty much any type of seafood. I don't think that there was any seafood that he didn't like. And so here we are. I personally love the idea of a cheese sauce for comfort foods or happy foods. And seafood and Alfredo just goes really well together. Especially if it's a really garlicky Alfredo, which my Alfredo, as you guys know, I use quite a decent amount of garlic in it. You know what? I'm going to put some more. I don't need to be stingy here. I'm going to put half of what I have for the crab meat right in the center portion here. Then we're going to put some crab meat right on top of the whole thing after we put sauce on it. This way it kind of bakes a little bit. If you've never had it, but imitation crab meat that's slightly toasted is really good. It's got to be one of my favorite things. So there's that. I'm going to put some more noodles up on here. Gotta pour that out. That's hot. Really hot. If you rinse it off with some cold water, it'll make it easier to handle. And, actually, speaking of which, one second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Slight difficulty there. I rinsed off my pasta with some more cold water, make it easier to handle and deal with. Because we need lots of pasta all over. I mean, you could actually do this as like a lasagna if you wanted to. Now, I'm not a fan of lasagna at all. Sorry, but not And I'm just gonna put the rest of the shrimp on top here. Oh yeah, all that shrimp. Eat all of it. Oh yeah. It's 2 pounds of small shrimp equals out to about 700 little shrimps. I get them peeled and detailed, or tail off peeled, because you know what? That would be a lot of work. He's sitting here forever. That would take the fun out of it. You could probably get away with 1 pound of pasta, because that's about what I used. Alright. This is the moment where I have to say this is straight up food porn. If you watch this in high quality, yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Alright. Right up in. We only want to save a little bit for the very end, because now we're going to go ahead and take the last of this, put it right on top. Break it up pretty good. This is one of the richest dishes I have ever made. No pun intended, since my uncle's name was Rich. Well, Richard, but still. Would that be considered a pun? Maybe I don't know what a pun is. Either way, yep. Where is that? This is, I was racking my brain because I wanted to do a video for him, and I couldn't think of what to do. So I have to thank my mom for giving me the idea for doing something with seafood and whatnot, knowing that, you know, he loves seafood. And he definitely liked everything I ever cooked. Every time I'd cook something, my mom would take it up to the nursing home for him. And he always sent back rave reviews. He loved everything. Sent him Scotch eggs to, it was a few months ago, and he loved them. It was one of the best things that he ever ate, he said. Okay, so that's the rest of that. We're just going to put a small amount of sauce on top to keep it from burning. So I'm going to go ahead and do it by a spoon so I know I can get on top of everything. And then I have a little bit of cheddar cheese, some white cheddar that we're going to put over top the whole thing to give it a little bit of a, what do you call it? And I'm hoping, while it's in the oven, or towards the end, I'm going to move it to the top shelf and have the stuffy stuff, the cheese browned, toasted. Alright, so that's done with. One moment. And my cheddar cheese, which I already shredded. And I'll do this for a couple other dishes, what you can use my Alfredo sauce for, give you some ideas, because, I mean, so many different things. Also, I had a friend at work, when I was telling about the video that I did with the Alfredo sauce, he was telling me how he made Alfredo sauce, and he used to work for a restaurant. So I'm like, well, that's a little bit different, so I'm going to have to try that. And when I try it, I will definitely let you guys know. I'll definitely show you guys. I'll let you know what I think of it. It might be better than mine. I'm always willing to try anything. A little too much sauce on this side. There we go. Next time you see this, it'll be out of the oven. It is going in the oven, preheated at 350 for about 30 minutes. Or until the cheese is melted, pretty much. Once the cheese is melted, then I'm going to bring it up to the top. But it should take about 30 minutes at 350 to melt the cheese, at least in my oven. I'm not sure if my oven gets to 350 when it's preheated. I have to look into that. I'm having some issues with it. But yes, as far as this is going, 30 minutes, 350 degrees. Okay. It's been about 25 minutes. The cheese is all melted. It's looking pretty good. You could serve it up just like this, but I'm actually going to put it on the top shelf in here to let that cheese toast up real good. Alright. So, doesn't that look good? When you just want to take a bite, just grab a piece and... Oh. Alrighty. It's like food porn, man. So, yeah. Let's fall down and take a photo. There we go. Beautiful. Here it is, all nice and toasted. I should mention that I increased the temperature to 450. And then it took about 10 minutes to get it this way. I would have left it in for a little bit longer to get more toasty cheese. But because the crab meat here gets it's a little bit on the high side, it comes up over. Let's see if we can't get it good. Yeah. So it started to burn, and I'm like, I better take it out now. So that's something you have to keep in mind. The best way to know is always check. Like I said, 10 minutes at 450 got it perfect for me as far as this is concerned. And now all I have to do is plate it. It looks and smells amazing. I can't wait. I would actually recommend letting it set for another 10 to 15 minutes so the cheese and everything can solidify and it just meld together. So I will show you it after it's plated and we'll do a little taste test. Alright. We are ready to serve. Just gonna use a spatula to cut the macaroni. There are zero reports of it from outside of this one area. This is starting to look like a lone wolf with beef against foreigners and a couple of weapons. Let's go to Josh Hunter. He was in looks absolutely scrumptious. Okay, so I got the kids all fed up. I got the wife all fed up. She doesn't want to be on the video, but my other one does. What do you think about it? Seafood Alfredo, what do you think?
Yum.
It's yum. What did you tell Papa?
Good.
She said it was delicious. Right?
And I think that one's over there eating the normal thing that she doesn't eat.
Do you like it? Came out better than I thought that was going to come out. Thank you so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share me with all your friends. And remember, eat happy.